These punch cards will make your life easier. You can download them from the link in the description. Now let me show you how to use them. First, make sure the racking handle is in its lowest position. I will make the 4-inch doily for this tutorial. Raise 32 needles on the front bed of the machine, 14 to the left and 18 to the right side of 0. Arrange the needles in 1-to-1 division and place the edge springs on the last working ones. The information for the needles is written on the card. Attach the card reader to the middle of the rail. Set the front lock to N and the stitch size to 1. Set the back lock to GX and insert the black strippers. Move the lock to the color changer and take the waste yarn. Knit 1 row and raise the rest of the needles. You must have 32 needles in working position. Increase the stitch size to 4 and knit 1 row to finish the cast on. Increase the stitch size to 5 and knit 20 rows with the waste yarn. Tap on the needles to tighten the yarn when knitting the first few rows. Clear the row counter and set the front lock to BX. Take the main yarn for the doily. Lower the front bed and attach weights to both ends of the waste yarn. Now raise pushers on the row needles in working position on the front bed. Push the trip cam for the row counter to the left as far as it can go. Take the punch card that you want to use and insert it into the card reader until you hear a click. You have to see 0 in the viewfinder. Slide the deco device to the right, attach it to the front lock and set it to 2. Now knit 27 rows or until the letter R appears in the viewfinder. I'm making the 4-inch doily, that's why I have to knit a total of 27 rows. The bigger the doily is, the more rows have to be knitted. As you can see, the machine does everything automatically, so you only have to move the lock. Now we have knitted 27 rows and the lock is on the left side of the machine. You can see the letter R in the viewfinder. Press and hold the black lever and reset the card to its starting position. You have to see 0 in the viewfinder. Knit 1 row to finish the first wedge, then knit 27 rows for the second one. The deco device collects information from the card reader when moved to the right and moves the pushers when moved to the left. That's why we have to reset the card when the lock is on the left side of the machine. While you are knitting the last row, the deco is collecting the information for the first row of the second wedge. To make each doily, you have to knit a total of 10 wedges. You can set the machine as shown in the diagram on the punch card to achieve a nice looking catch. Now you can see how I'm resetting the card again. Tell me, do you want to make a punch card for a square doily? When you knit all 10 wedges, set the front lock to N and remove the deco device. Now take the waste yarn and knit 20 rows. Leave the eyelet in the color changer, take off the weights and slide the lock to remove the doily from the machine. Now you only have to sew it using the Kitchener stitch. I will simply hit it into the desk and the seam will magically appear. Just watch. Boom! Now I only have to remove the waste yarn and iron it. That's the final result. Thank you for watching, have a nice day and see you in my next video.